Oh my god. Okay guys, I'm gonna start this off by just explaining how disappointed I am. Alright. So as I'm sitting here playing this amazing cult classic, you know, Bully, you know, as I'm sitting here playing this amazing game, people are in development of GTA 6. I shit you not.
What's going on? I will serve in return for a suitable reward.
Whilst I'm here, literally playing Bully, GTA 6 is in development. Now let's think about this for a second. Why is that a problem? It's a problem because, look, we all want a Bully 2. I'm sure there's a big enough fan base. We all want a Manhunt 2. You know, we all want another Max Payne game after the horrid Max Payne 3. To some extent, even Max Payne 2. But, you know, it's one thing to just oversaturate. And that's the one thing that Rockstar is good at. This is GTA 5 getting released for the PS5, and yet they're going to release GTA 6 anyway. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They haven't remastered GTA 4 like I think some people were saying that they would. It's a possibility. Then it's like it's gonna happen. It may not happen. It still hasn't happened. So no more GTA 4 remastered. We'll see how long the PS4's lifespan lasts before they stop making games for the PS4. Because I'm not evidently getting the PS5 unless a specific game gets ported to the PS5 or gets exclusively released rather than ported. But if the game gets released that I need a PS5, then I'm getting a PS5. When I get a PS5, I guess I'll be getting some Rockstar games, obviously. But this is so disappointing to me because, to be honest with you,
But I will. Hey, what's new? Sure, I'll be your henchman, but I require you to check it out.
The best early Rockstar antagonists, Gary.
You ever, that was a
let me read this comment.
satisfying trade. Yeah?
Opinions on the best early Rockstar antagonist, Gary. I don't know, me and my buddy Dom had this discussion. Dom played a lot of Bully, I played a lot of Bully. We had this discussion as fans, you know. We both concluded that, you know, Gary's just, you can tell he's the villain early on. Like, it's evidently obvious. And, you know, once you get to the second chapter, it's just a rinse and repeat game, you know. It's just, you start getting respect for a particular gang, and then Gary pisses them off, and now you're fighting them, and now you have to re-obtain your dominance. Not saying that it doesn't work, because in an old game like this, it works. Because each individual gang has their specific territories, their parts of town, kind of like their different motives, their different fighting styles, and stuff like that keeps the same formula fresh.
Something wild and exciting, like go to the big city with a boy.
Are you using the PS3 emulator on the PS4 because it's kinda laggy, or it might be something on my end?
No, this is actually a PS4 port to Bully. Oh shit. Forget how I get out of this situation.
I should beat you!
Shit. We gotta go. Oh shit. No matter.
To be honest, the Xbox 360 version looks better.
Well, dude, that's because the Xbox 360 version has that's because it's not the same version, dude. It's a different version. That's a scholarship edition. It's the Xbox 360. Remember, they never released it for the Xbox or the Wii. They released the what's it called? The scholarship edition. That's why it looks so good. Now, for whatever reason, Rockstar didn't decide to port the scholarship edition to this. I don't know why. They're lazy. What can I say? They've disappointed me yet once again. And if you don't believe me, you could literally look this shit up, man. It's literally Rockstar 3 teaser, or Rockstar 6 teaser trailer. I couldn't make this shit up. I don't know if it looks legit or not, but it is posted on the Rockstar official. Actually, now that I think about this, this isn't real. Hang on. I just seen Rockstar official. I didn't do any background on it. Hang on. Never mind, but it's still, you know what? Fuck
also,
this.
Didn't I warn you about playing that song during the Resident Evil stream?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that I got flagged. It's the only reason why you won't get notifications now or whatever is they flagged my channel because my Fallout 4 Far Harbor video got approved for a mature audience only, which I'm okay with that. I don't mind. You should be mature enough to watch my streams anyway. I don't like immature people. But what's it called, man? Like, look, dude, you can tell Rockstar don't care about the fans. They don't make DLC for what's it called? They don't make DLC anymore. Like, they don't make story DLC. Yeah, they make the stupid ass, like, look, let's look at the quality of DLC that they've released for GTA 5. New cars, new airplane occasionally, the new helicopter every now and again, and you know what?
Here you go.
Whatever. It all sucks. And then they think this chiropracto heist bullshit, I don't even know how to fucking pronounce it. This stupid shit, man. It's okay. You go to another island, and I get that. I get why people shit their pants over it. But what's it called? You know, people are shitting their pants saying it's the best DLC ever. I've experienced some small minor lag with it, so you know what? It's not perfect.
Top 5 building has been building for over 1,000 years in Top Online.
Yeah, and people are saying it's going to be the Mile High Club, but then again, they said that DLC was going to be the last DLC. The stupid ass heist would be the last DLC for the current generation consoles. So it's like, it's not even going to be worth it in the end, I don't think. Though, to be honest, we look at other titles from Rockstar and everyone's like, okay, well, let's look at Agent. If you guys are out of the know, the Agent was a Cold War video game, you know, or at least a game based during the Cold War era where it's like a stealth game. It's basically gonna be like Rockstar's version of Metal Gear Solid in the Cold War, kind of. And I really was intrigued to see what potential that game had to offer. But it never was released, which leads me to believe
are becoming better than AAA nowadays.
Indie games are becoming better than AAA nowadays. I would tend to disagree depending on what AAA title. Like Rockstar's, what's it called? Red Dead Redemption's a AAA title. And that game is by far considerably one of the best games of its time. Fallout's a AAA title, and it's considered one of the best games of its time, you know, arguably. Obviously, it has its problems, its fair share of lag and stuff of that sort. But you know what, though? It's still a great game. Borderlands, the original Borderlands wasn't a true AAA title. I don't remember it being a true AAA, but you know, it was definitely out there, but the second one and the third one were. I don't think pre-sequel was really. They didn't put their efforts in the advertisement of pre-sequel, but you could tell it was better quality than, you know, most of the games of its time. But still, you know, indie games, I don't know.
You have a future chemist.
You know, I played a few of them. Like, I don't know if you'd consider Hotline Miami to be an indie game or not, but it's definitely a lot more popular and definitely has a lot more backing behind it. But you know, I got really good at Hotline Miami, and I thought it was excellent.
EA is becoming a role model for other companies.
You paying attention?
Yeah, but EA sucks. They used to be cool back in like the early 2000s. They used to be the shit. And I'll tell you why they used to be the shit. They used to be the shit because they didn't give a shit. That's why. It was as simple as that. Now it's all about marketing strategies. Now it's all about how can we get the consumer to...
these last days.
Hey, Eric Garcia Ramirez. Ah, it's been forever.
These team games.
Whoa, nerd!
How original, commie nerd. What next? 4 eyes? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Alright, you have
What's this? Class president.
Class president, dummy. It says class president. That's you?
I'm the most suitable candidate I know.
Yeah, so's your mom.
Yeah, right.
Is there another dedicated viewer?
How's the campaign, Ernest?
This is the kind of shit that made Bully awesome, man.
Not a chance.
What if I pay you?
LOL.
Pay me? Now you're talking.
I always knew I was a born leader.
Yeah, but unless you buy everyone's vote, you're never gonna win. Because they are definitely gonna ruin your speech at the debate.
Regardless, though, it's shit like this that like made Bully cool.
I don't know. Security managers, they cost a lot of money.
Oh, I have money. I can pay you.
Good. I've always been a politician at heart.
But regardless, you know, honestly, it cheers my heart that people like me still play this game. It cheers my heart to know that even though I'm not really for the Xbox, I don't really care for the Xbox, it's good to know that they did re-release the game at one point, and it did get its PlayStation port. But Rockstar, like, let's think about this, right, with that EA bullshit, right? Think about shark cards for a minute. Yeah, I guess you could do money glitches, but you're not playing the game legitimately, right? It's a money glitch. It's a glitch. It's not meant to be a core part of the game. So just remember that when you use money glitch as an argument, because that's not a legitimate argument, in my opinion. Because, you know, it's not legit. The game's not legitimately meant to be played like that. It's a glitch for a reason. So this whole idea that, you know, shark cards are, you know, obviously the evilness that they are, it's like, well, if you could earn all the money in the game, honestly, but it takes way too long, you know. They purposely do this. Oh no, I'm not talking about story mode, I'm talking about online. And story mode money is easy. In story mode, I don't care about money glitches in story mode because you really don't need any. Remember, if you do the last heist, and you can get billions from investing in stocks if you know how to do it correctly. There are particular stocks in certain sections of the game.
Physical education gone.
Also, have you invested stocks in GameStop?
Academic curriculum. Ouch! This is intolerable.
Now would not be a good time to invest in stocks for GameStop. Now would be the worst time. Think about it, you're buying the stocks when they're high. The only reason you'd want to buy the stocks are when they go low. And I didn't invest when it went low. Because I honestly didn't think GameStop would be worth that much. Now it's like, what, 320 per share, I think? Well, I could be mistaken, I haven't looked at the stock market in a while. But,
Cause pain and misery. While my opponent may also be more popular. Good-looking
Firefox
and
turns into
muscular.
$300.
And have the attention of the school bimbos.
Why do you even try?
Just doesn't have what it takes to be president. Some claim I don't represent the masses. Let me tell you. I've been beat up.
You know, things as simple as Ernest's campaign, you know. This is what makes the game interesting. This is, it keeps it cool, man. There's always a wide variety of like side quests, missions, and stuff like that. I think in a modern day bully iteration, I think if we go less of the Red Dead route, which I know a lot of people are like, let's go for a more mature route for Bully 2. And, you know, obviously Bully 2 has been canceled 3 times. 3 times they've canceled this game. And that just goes to show that they really just don't care. Whether it's even possible for a sequel, why can't they just remake the game? And I don't mean remaster. People don't know the difference between a remake and a remaster.
There was never any doubt.
The difference is, in a remake, it remakes the game. It completely remakes the game. It sort of. It changes certain aspects of the game, changes out the graphics engine, sort of changes the combat and things of that sort. RE2 Remake is a prime example. You know, and if it needed to be said, a Bully remake would, in my opinion, possibly be more entertaining than a sequel. Just to see them remake the same characters, the same, you know, cast of characters, change a few elements, add a new, you know, maybe add some new story missions.
You hate open world games that don't let you continue after finishing the story.
Don't you hate open world games that don't let you continue after finishing the story? Yes, there are a few out there,
Hey, what's going on? Not much. I was just lying here.
But I gotta be honest with you, man. The game, Mafia 2, okay, let me put it this way. Mafia 2, after you beat the game, there's no more open world.
Do you know what torture?
After you beat Mafia 2, you can't open world anymore. You can't.
Real nice
Guys, I look like a jerk.
No, you look fine. Don't be a baby.
No, I look like a jerk.
Don't be a wimp.
You're so
Come on, kill each other. Don't stop. This is great.
You're real losers. Just back off. You're real losers.
Looks like someone got himself.
Are you hurting yet? You're both pathetic. Somebody hurt someone. It's like watching dogs mate.
Damn, bro. Russell's a bitch, bro.
Adolescence is like being tortured for 5 years.
Have you ever gotten the go-kart? Of course.
Put a costume in your closet. Put it on.
Of course, I always get the go-kart. But, what's it called? Yeah, with Rockstar's disappointment, like, take a look at Max Payne. You've now divided the fucking fan base. There's people that think that Max Payne 3 is the best entry, and then there are some that don't think it is. Now you get people in the middle like me that think that Max Payne 3 is a horrible story. But on the other hand, it's a good game mechanically speaking. I think if we were to go for a Manhunt 3, I think that would be a good idea. I think a Bully 2 is much needed.
The first one I got stuck on the sneak mission.
Sir, please help. Okay.
Yeah, I'm game.
I'll try not to confuse the details.
See, look, this is the one-time only weapon. It's called the kick me prank, you know. Look at yourself. What? You're gonna laugh at me. That's pathetic.
Hey, Jimmy. Think you can help me out?
Thanks, students.
Cool, thanks.
Your mama hits better. Get closer. Get off me, Jimmy.
You can't escape.
Mr. Burton literally wants me dead.
Now we gotta go complete 3 more pranks, and you know, it's stuff like this that makes the game awesome.
You're weird.
Look, I hate to ask, but I need your help, man. Let's do this. Thanks a lot.
I always do report somewhere else now.
Did you notice the bully references in RDR2?
You won't slip over. There we go.
I always try to be
Could you help me, Jimmy?
Alright, let's do it.
Please.
Let's find a whole bunch of them grouped up.
You drop out of school.
Right there we go. That's 2. Now let's do 1 more.
Not like the old days. All the nerds get it.
Oh man, dude.
Hopkins, do you think you might help me out with something?
Cause 3 students to itch. What's that? That doesn't seem cool. What's the other one? See if the other one's terrible. It's funny because usually this game has a clock in the other corner, and it usually tells you what time you have. But this one seems to not have a clock. Maybe that's because we're going after hours. Yeah, this one's cooler.
Oh, many thanks.
Get out of the way.
This is the only time you obtain this. It's called the Volcano 4000, and basically, see, this is what makes this quest awesome. There's exclusive quest-oriented weapons like this that causes everyone to get near. Come on, guys, get away from it. I'm gonna go boom.
My work here is done.
I'm gaining on you, and it's only a matter of time now.
Oh shit.
I'm a physical specimen. You can't outgrow me.
And you know, anyway, besides all this, you know, Rockstar has disappointed me yet again. And I just think that, you know what, as a community, they don't care. They don't care about our company. They don't care about how we perceive them as a company, because they're going to get away with it regardless. They're going to keep releasing GTA 5 content till the day it's 2029.
We're gonna feed Chad's
And
dog
the
some
game's
of
going to be
this
so
rancid
laggy and
meat.
old and with so many
Wait for him to
bugs.
take a dump,
You know,
and
it's
then
going to be
what the hell?
2029 by the time they stop updating GTA
Whatever,
5.
Pete.
And
Okay,
you know
let's
what?
do
I
this,
make
Jim.
this.
I'll explain
I
the
think this.
rest
I'm
later.
going to take that as my prediction. It's going to keep
Get over
updating
here,
on the
little
PS5. They're going to keep it going until 2029 or 2030. So, in my opinion, until that time comes. But then you have GTA 6. Obviously, GTA 6 is now, you know, the big problem, the big threat. Because now,
Here you go, boy. How about a little
now they're going to
trick
be
for you?
updating this forever. On top of that, and then they're never going to release another game. Maybe they'll continue RDR2 on the PS5. Maybe they'll add a story DLC, which they never will. Can I check the messages? Sure.
All right, let's go to the teacher's lounge. You
Think you
lead
can
on.
get outside, but not legit. Huh. Did you notice the bully references in RDR2? I noticed a couple. They had the Siamese twins in RDR2 in a small segment.
The Volcano 4000.
Did you ever spar with Biff? Yeah. Look at the blue color.
The Volcano 4000. I remember they had the volcanic pistol, but that's not a reference though. The volcanic pistol was a legitimate actual pistol used in those time periods.
Hi, I'm so glad.
There's a gun in the game that says the school's motto.
Yeah, I know it says Canum Canis Edit, I think. Which translates to dog eats dog.
See you.
Watch it. Careful, idiot.
Where the hell is the fucking... Oh, it wants us to pick it back up.
Dude, you suck.
Ruined the prank. Oh, what? How is that possible? How is that remotely possible? Okay, at least I can redo it. And I think
also,
so long as I'm...
you can get the Volcano 4000 outside Halloween by using the all weapons cheat.
Oh. I don't know how to do cheats. I didn't know there were cheats in Bully 2. I mean, obviously it's a Rockstar game, there's going to be cheats, but I didn't think there was cheats in Bully 2. Or in Bully.
Get over here, you little mutt.
You know, if we go to the Manhunt website, you know there's still a petition for Manhunt.
What are you doing to
3.
Chester?
And you know what, I think we need to keep pushing for games. You know what? I mean, if we look at Rockstar as a company, you know, we look back in the day, back in like the earlier 2000s, where they were really developing other games. This was not the only game that they developed. Remember, they developed the Warriors, they developed they developed, you know, GTA 3, they developed Max Payne, they developed Manhunt, they developed Vice City, they developed so many games during that time era. And you know what, I think the reason why they did was it was a lot cheaper and easier to license and make games at the time.
Let's go to the teacher's lounge. You lead on.
They made a lot of games in that time. You know, they really did.
If you ever meet me.
That worked in my favor. But, you know, they used to make a shitload of games, man, and it seems like nowadays they really don't. It seems like nowadays they just give up.
The cheat system didn't change at all in between all the versions. You only needed to connect a second controller and pick up in combination.
Okay, get ready. What the fuck is going on out here? Oh, God damn it!
Does the gym teacher chase after us?
Jimmy comes through again.
Ah, whatever. But, we, you know, like I said, man, Rockstar, they used to make a shitload of games, and people ask what happened. You know what I think happened? It was the time era, man. And, you know, and it's not, I guess that to some extent, that's not even true. If you guys remember in like 2011, 2012 era, they, you know, through 2013 obviously, but they were releasing Max Payne 3, you know, RDR1, Undead Nightmare for RDR. I think they released another Midnight Club, I think. I could be mistaken. But then you also had GTA 5, and, you know, if I didn't mention Max Payne, but also GTA 4. So you had all these good games getting released. You had, you know, I remember you had Manhunt 2 released, but never a Bully 2. So I guess it's not even a valid excuse. They just genuinely disappoint. The last 2 games they released were literally fucking were literally GTA 5 and RDR 2. Disappointment. GTA 5 should be done. It's like, okay, GTA 6 should not even have multiplayer. This is why multiplayer is bad for GTA. The reason it's bad is because they keep it going for too long, man. They're now oversaturating it, and you know it's to the point where multiplayer equals shit.
To get all weapons, you needed to hold L1 and press up 4 times on the second controller.
There you are. Come on, I found something incredible.
Hold on, relax, man. I can't keep getting in trouble. I can't get expelled again.
It's always about me with you. Me.
I'm thinking bigger picture. And you're worrying about getting into trouble? You know what? You really are something.
What bigger picture?
We are gonna take over the school.
We are not taking over anything right now.
Time and tide wait for no man, my friend. But it seems they do wait for a wannabe tough guy who's nothing but a little girl.
You're full of it.
So you keep telling me, look, now come on, I promise you, after this, things are never gonna be the same again. Oh, I'm so excited! I should have stopped taking those pills ages ago.
Yeah, right. Whatever you say, Gary.
And even Gary as a villain, you know, they had bigger plans for him. He wasn't supposed to betray you right here, right now. He was actually going to be your friend until the second chapter, I believe.
Friends? Friends are for the weak.
So what's it called? You know, this is obviously the section that they chose for him to betray you, but he was going to be in a lot more sections of the game. Which leads me to believe that if they didn't cut everything out of Bully, this would have been potentially a much deeper and much better game. However, to my knowledge, because obviously they...
I despise. You pushed real man show you the ropes.
But you know, seeing my favorite games get remastered or just or even remade, that makes me happy. Like, for instance, you know, when Mafia 1 got remastered, it made me happy. When I see myself playing this, I mean, it's not remastered, it's just a port, but it's somewhere, you know, it's somewhere along those lines.
After you.
But I still firmly and strongly believe that Rockstar sucks, just for the fact that they just will not release a sequel to Bully or Manhunt. Well, even though they did release Manhunt 2, but that was so long ago and it was so poorly received.
Not here, follow me. That cage wasn't locked before.
I wanna show you something fun I used to do if you allow me to.
Would you hurry there, Jimmy?
But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I think I'm gonna stop my rant. I think what's been said has been said. I'm gonna show you something fun I used to do if you'll allow me to.
Jimmy, you dunce! Use your slingshot to hit the broom. You're really gonna like this, Jimmy.
Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, and hopefully somebody can agree that Rockstar needs to change their company. But they need to change the way they handle situations with their company and involving their titles and their current